keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time. And no matter what I do, I can't lose you. I keep on running back to you. I can't lose this time. And no matter what I do, I can't lose mine.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah. You are now ready to start.
On Star 88.
I suppose we should get going. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And are we live?
Oh, wow.
Oh, good
We're
morning.
here.
Good morning, everybody.
We made it.
Dex and Steve-O live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios in Dallas, Texas.
Why are you quiet?
I'm quiet?
Why are you so sad?
Oh.
No, I just mean you're very
Oh.
calm.
I was like, you can't hear me, bro?
Normally it's like live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling
live.
Star 88
live
Studios.
from the Dreamstyle. You want me to sound like this? Good morning.
Live
everybody.
from the
Good
Dreamstyle
morning.
Hilton conference room.
That's right. That's right. Guys, I'm worn out because Steve-O snored all night long.
Okay, whatever.
Couldn't sleep.
Uh-huh.
But we're here, we're live, we're doing this thing, and I gotta say, Dallas is a pretty cool city so far.
Yeah, you were kind of complaining and weird about it, and being a New Texican.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta say, New Texican, because I was only in Texas for like nine years, something like that. Then we moved to New Mexico. I was ready.
You were
Dallas
ready,
is
yeah?
a different animal.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Well, there's
but
no mountains here.
nothing.
It's super flat.
It's very flat.
But it's a really pretty city so far.
Yeah.
And my hair is curling as we
Okay.
speak because of the humidity.
Yesterday,
And-
we got ready to go to the trolley to get down to the Texas Rangers game. And like the rain was coming in sideways, and it was like a tornado weather. And I'm like, dope.
Yep. Joining us right now is Mark, and
Oh,
Mark's a
man.
huge part of this weekend. Harvest America is happening. That's why we're here in Dallas this weekend, because Harvest America is kicking off at AT&T Stadium, which will be broadcasting live
Yes,
on
we will.
Sunday starting
Yes,
at
we
3
will.
o'clock. Mark, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
Dude, it
Good
is
to
so
have you.
good to see you again.
Doing this again.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Okay, so you are the Harvest America director. What's your official title?
You just nailed it.
You run the show.
Harvest America director.
You like do this thing.
I've got a great team.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so we were a part of it last year in Arizona at University Stadium. And is that what it's called? University Stadium? University
of
of Phoenix.
Stadium.
There it is. And it was ginormous. And I was just going, this is crazy. I cannot believe this stadium is huge. How is it going to get bigger? And then we're like, oh, AT&T Stadium, you know, the like largest NFL stadium in America. So you've been there already, right? Like y'all were here in 2016.
2014 and 2016.
Oh,
but
wow.
2016 at the stadium.
And so it's 2018, man. Go big or go home. What's going on?
Man, we've worked hard.
Yeah?
You know, we've poured our lives last year into this community. Loved on them. We've shared the idea of what it would look like. We've shared the vision of what would it look like
Yeah.
if 500 churches in the DFW got together one night,
Gosh.
laid aside their differences for 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
Said,
yeah.
you know what?
Big hair, small hair,
That's
it doesn't
it.
matter.
That's it. It's all about the gospel tonight.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
we're going to be praying, inviting, and bringing our unsaved friends and family to Jerry's house.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And we're
Dude.
doing it. And we're
Yeah.
doing it.
I mean, okay, stadium capacity, what, 100,000?
Well, you know, the numbers are weird.
Okay.
So it is 100,000. However, there's about 20,000 seats in there that are reserved for seat holders. They're actually,
okay.
or season ticket holders. They're actually leased.
Okay.
So we've got access to 85,000 seats.
Wow.
But that doesn't mean that those other 20,000 aren't going to come.
Right,
So,
right.
you know, we have a potential for that number, and we're definitely praying for it.
Man, it's amazing.
Yeah, so if you've never been to Harvest America, it's quite a show because this year you have Chris Tomlin,
Yep.
Switchfoot, which
man.
they what, a couple months ago said, yeah, we're done. We're gonna-
Hiatus. We're gonna kick it
we're
at
gonna
home with
yeah.
families,
And then all of a sudden you guys announce, we got Switchfoot. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
They've been great partners. You know, they've been, we've had Switchfoot quite a few times. Actually, they were here in Arlington with us in 2016. And, man, let me tell you what a show. I mean, those guys set the stage for Pastor Greg. You know, and again, you got Tomlin, you got Crowder. I mean, come on.
Oh, dude, I
you know.
loves me some Crowder, especially in Texas, man. You gotta have Crowder.
That's right. You know, we got Harvest Zone, Phil Wickham. You
Yeah,
know, Phil's going to be there leading worship for us. And then we're going to kick off the night with Tadashi, KB, and Tripoli. I
Yes,
mean,
dude.
those guys together, you know, they're
Yeah.
going to do individual sets and they're going to come out and rock it together.
Oh my
So
gosh.
We're excited to see that happen.
Yeah, it'll all be broadcasted on Star 88, of course.
Yep.
So, yeah, you don't want to miss it. It starts at 3 o'clock. We'll be kicking off the pre-show
Yeah.
on Sunday.
3 o'clock pre-show, Mountain Time, of course, depending on where you are listening from, chiming in from. It's going to be incredible, man. I'm looking forward to it. Now, as the director, what are you directing? What are you in charge of?
You know, primarily it's the mobilization effort. Primarily it's the communication to churches across the DFW
Okay.
On participation, on what it looks like for them to be involved.
Yeah.
You know, what that involvement looks like, how, you know, it's really, I feel like it's coaching. You know, we're coaching churches on how to be most effective
Yeah.
For Harvest America, because at the end of the day, you know, it's about that gospel presentation. It's about inviting our friends and family who don't know the Lord to come out to the stadium. You know, those folks that you've invited to church, but for whatever reason, they just aren't coming. But
Yeah.
you know what? A lot of these folks love AT&T Stadium. We were
Right.
talking about Cowboy fans.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
Cowboy fans are Cowboy
Yeah.
fans. And people that live in North Texas, boy, let me tell you, they love their Cowboys.
Yeah,
so
they
to
do.
be able to go in Jerry's house for free,
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to do that, it's just a great opportunity. We're going to use and leverage whatever we can to get folks in that stadium
Yeah.
to be impacted by the gospel.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
going to be incredible, man.
So at the end of the night, Pastor Greg's going to give an invitation, ask folks to come down on the field. You know, and that's really what the whole night has been built up for.
Yeah,
you know, is that
absolutely.
last, 20 minutes of the night where Pastor Greg asks folks to come on down on the field for those, those of them that want to make a profession of faith, that want to accept Jesus. Come down on the field and let's do this thing together.
Man, can you imagine how incredible is this going to be? It's going down Sunday, and of course we kick it off 4 o'clock Texas time. I want to say Central Time, but Texas time, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be here broadcasting, hanging out, and getting ready for this big kickoff. But dude, I'm excited. We're going to be talking with a lot of the artists as well. It's incredible because I know we got Chad, drummer from Switchfoot, good friend, really great dude, and his family has been connected with the Jesus movement forever. His dad's a pastor. John and Tim Foreman, their dad, Mark Foreman, is a pastor, part of the Calvary Church, and I'm telling you, it's amazing to see that. And then Chad's dad was in a band with Phil Wickham's parents growing up. So it's like, are you kidding me? Like, the heritage of this is
One
insane,
big happy family.
man. Yeah, absolutely. So what do you like most amped for at this point? Are you still ball of nerves? Let's be real.
I'm not ball of nerves, but this is a lot of work for one night.
Right?
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah, man.
unticketed event.
Yeah.
Doors just open, and whoever comes in, comes in.
Yeah.
And but the team has done an amazing job of communicating with these churches. We're hearing tons of positive feedback. We're
Yeah.
seeing all kinds of stuff on social media, on Greg's social media, on the Harvest America social media sites. So it's shaping up to be great.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be – we landed in Dallas and jumped on the freeway, and immediately giant Harvest America billboards, and it was like, dope. Okay, cool.
It's for real.
It's
Yeah.
for real. It's for real. I mean, we're at Jerry World. It's going to be crazy. I mean, as you said, non-ticketed event, so it's like, how you gauging this? How you gauging the attendance? How do you know people are going to show up?
You know what? But isn't that where we want to be as believers, man?
Right.
Where
Yeah.
we are 100% dependent on Him. we want to do our part.
Yeah.
We were led by him. We did our best.
Now we
you know,
trust.
and now we trust. Now
Yeah.
we sit back and watch him do
Yeah.
his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harvest America is going down on Sunday. What's the difference between Harvest America and Harvest SoCal? Because that's coming up this year as well.
That's a good question. Yeah, we've got the Harvest SoCal event at Anaheim Stadium in August, 29 years in a row.
Dude. Last year was
29
my
years.
first one, and I was losing my mind.
You know, it's pretty
so
fun.
great.
You know, this whole concept of Harvest America is actually relatively new to our ministry. Pastor Greg and the Harvest team, we've been doing this for, like I said, almost 30 years.
Man.
But the idea of Harvest America came, I'd say in 2012, Pastor Greg and John Collins, our executive director, who you guys are going to have in a little bit here, they just came up with this idea that, you know, technology has gotten to the point now where we could live stream these types of events. You know, in churchgoers, 10 years ago, this would not have worked.
Right.
10 years ago, we weren't ready to watch a TV screen.
Yeah.
You know, at this level.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's common practice for churches around America. You know, there's satellite campuses. Even, you know, when I'm at Harvest at my own church, you know, I find myself watching those screens more than watching the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
it's just to be honest.
Last night we were at the Texas Rangers game watching the Astros whoop up on him, and he kept staring at the big Titantron thing, and he was like, "Come on, show
Oh,
video,"
it's
because
getting
he
so
didn't
frustrated.
he didn't want to watch
Ugh.
the actual game
Well,
going
you can't
on.
see it. They look like ants. I was blown away, though. Like, I could tell how much of a baseball freak Steve-O is.
Oh, yeah,
because
dude.
I could barely see what was going on,
Whatever.
and he could call up strike. I'm like, what? How did he even see that?
I loves me some baseball. I'm
It's
not gonna
crazy.
lie,
I
but
do too.
it was amazing. Like watching him watch the game because he just kept staring at the giant Titantron, and anytime it would cut away to like stats or something else,
Ugh,
he was getting
it's driving
so
me
mad.
nuts.
And I'm like, dude, the game's over there. Watch the baseball.
We're like in
game.
the nosebleed section. You
Whatever.
can barely see anything.
So funny.
So
Yeah.
10 years
good.
ago, like you didn't have that technology, and now you've got screens on screens on screens everywhere. So,
So
people
you know,
are more
just used
susceptible
to it.
to it.
You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just again the message of the gospel is never going to change, but the presentation we can definitely modify and
Yes.
move around to make it more relevant. You know,
Yeah.
and now I mean, with your guys' help, we're doing some Facebook Live stuff. You
Yeah.
know, on the Harvest America website, we've got a whole nother team that's been working on the national aspect of this. So while we've been working here live, you know, for the live event, I have another team working the national side, who have, you know, we've recruited over 6,500 host sites as of last night.
Wow.
And these are people around America who are doing everything from inviting friends over to watch it in their living
Yeah.
room to churches who are using this as an evangelistic outreach in their community.
Wow.
So
That's what's crazy about it. We talk about how big, you know, AT&T Stadium is, and could possibly be 100,000 people there. And then you think about, man, with technology,
Millions?
yeah, millions could
Yeah.
be tuning in to
Yeah.
watch and hear the gospel. It's
and we
pretty cool.
never really know, right? I mean,
Right.
you never know who's clicking and watching.
Yeah,
Right.
So we're just,
exactly.
again, trusting in him. We're doing our part. We're putting it out there, and we're believing.
Man, Facebook.com/star88FM if you'd like to chime in there. By the way, our girl Katrina said Harvest America, Calvary Nob Hill, Sunday, 5 p.m. in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They're going to be tuning in, watching it there. What was it like when y'all started talking about branching into this technology and like trying to partner with churches? Because let's be real, like not everybody is, the idea of the church at large helping being like the body of Christ together is an awesome idea, but it doesn't always work out. So was there any fear of like, okay, we want to do this event, we want to broadcast this event, how do we get other denominations to accept the fact that we're trying to do something to win souls for Christ?
You know, that's kind of a loaded question.
It is.
But let me tell you. I'll just tell you, practically speaking and cutting to the chase,
Yeah.
is we have a leader in our organization who has just stayed right down the road.
Yeah, man.
Pastor Greg, you and I mean, bless you all who are out there listening, who have done it. But you know, it's an amazing thing to see. But Greg has just he's done such a great job of building relationships
Yep.
across those denominational lines, true, real, authentic relationships,
Yeah.
long-term relationships, that he's just built that equity that we've been able to ride.
Yeah.
You know, our
Yep.
team has had the luxury of having somebody like Pastor Greg, who's trusted.
Yeah.
You know, and that really helps what we do.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, amen. I love seeing it. I absolutely, last year in Phoenix and then again, even in Anaheim, getting to watch that go down was absolutely incredible to see. Just people love Jesus. Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna set aside whatever, you know, dunking people in baptism, throwing water on their head for baptism, whatever it is, so that we can like hang out together and fellowship and bring our friends who don't
Yeah,
know
man.
Jesus, you know? So,
Yeah, hanging out with us is Mark. He's the director for Harvest America. And, man, anything else before you take off and you want to share with everybody?
You know, I would say for all your listeners around the country who are listening to the broadcast, it's not too late to be a part
Yeah.
of Harvest
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
You know, you can still go to the harvestamerica.com website. You can host this thing in your living room. You want to host it through one of our streams,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
guys' stream or our stream, so that you can get all of the artists. So you've still got plenty of time. And you know what? I would even challenge you all, for those people that you've invited to come to church that have told you no 1,000 times, invite them one more time.
Yeah.
You know, it's going after the one. Isn't that
Yeah.
Christ's heart?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
we
Yep.
read it, we listen to it in songs, we read it in the Word. You know, it's going after the one. So be intentional about somebody, invite them over, and you know, I think it's just extending that invitation and inviting somebody, and just watch the Lord do His thing. Like I said, so be in prayer, be a part of what we're doing. And we're excited for Sunday.
heck yeah,
cool,
dude,
man.
I cannot wait. Harvest America, it's going to be crazy. And one thing, I mean, we do different events with different artists. To me, one of the more behind the scenes incredible God things is the fact that every artist has given the handshake, basically saying, hey, I want you to go ahead and broadcast our performances. That doesn't happen. Like, it may seem like, wait, well, why not? But I mean, not every artist wants their live stuff out there, like on a YouTube feed, because, oh,
Yeah.
well, what if it doesn't sound the best, or what if blah, 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 blah. I mean, literally this year, Harvest America, everybody's like, hey, we're throwing down some show, man, and everybody's a part of it, and you're going to be able to see it. So it's going to be incredible,
That's
dude.
cool.
It's gonna be great.
So, Mark, oh, well done,
Yeah,
man.
thanks for hanging out with us, man. We'll
Yeah.
see you again on
So,
Sunday, for
Still
sure.
pre-gaming it, man. Sunday, it's going down. We'll be broadcasting live starting at 4 p.m. Central Time for the Harvest Invasion pre-show, and then of course Harvest America kicks off 6 o'clock. So
Yeah, we're live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. You guys can join us there. The live line's open at 505-585-LIVE, so you
Right.
can text into the show. What's up, Starmy? How's
dude,
Albuquerque?
Winnie saying hi in the UK.
What's
Hello,
up,
Winnie.
Winnie?
Good to see you.
We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios, live in Dallas, Texas for Harvest America. We're pre-gaming it up right now.
Pre-gaming, huh?
We're pre-gaming it.
Okay.
When we come back, Brady Collins going to be hanging out, going to be pre-gaming with us. So,
Okay.
hang out with us. We'll be right back.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
Refusal to submit to divine order is the basis of all sin. The basis of all sin, no matter what the sin is a refusal to submit to the divine order of things. And please do not miss it, the divine order is the only one God is interested in. He's not interested in anybody's order but his. Adam said, but the woman. But God said, but what did I say? God is only interested and will only work through his order. In fact, you don't have to turn there, but 2 Corinthians 2:9 says God will test us to see whether we will fall in line.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova. A solar flare from David Jeremiah. Waiting on God is active, not passive. It involves prayer, counsel, study, patience, and faith. Star 88.
I was waiting for morning, for the rising sun, in the place of decision where it hadn't come. Then I saw the horizon, Lord, I heard your voice. You became my vision, and you became my song. In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my champion. Now that I have tasted, now that I have seen the extravagant goodness that you showed me, I will sing forever of your saving grace. I will shout in battle, my God is in this place. In the darkest night, in the middle of a fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my champion. In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my champion. In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long, 'cause you are my champion. Yes, you are my champion. You are my champion. You are my champion. You are my champion.
Chad Beach says the church is all about good news.
Jesus walks up into a church on a Sunday. He grabs the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. He just so happens to find a prophecy written about himself. Jesus grabs the prophet of the scroll Isaiah. He says, the Spirit of God is upon me. Can I tell you, church, you don't have to try and get anointed. You are anointed. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead dwells within you. He says, the Spirit of God is on me because he's anointed me to preach good news. Good news, historically, in this context, was a war term. Good news was used in war because what would happen was when the commander of the chief, when the army's commander would feel like the war had been won and sealed up, when victory had been sealed, he would send back a messenger back into the village. He was meant to declare good news. Good news meant that the battle had been won, victory had been shored up. Jesus walks into the church and he says, church, you need to know good news is on the scene. The battle has been won, victory has been sealed up. I have come to bring everlasting life.
Chad Beach, a Star 88 PowerPoint.
I've been wrestling with my thoughts, I've been searching for daylight, trying to make sense of the mess, trying to feel like I'm alright. All these questions without answers, feeling restless and abandoned. Will you hear my call? Will you be there when I fall? You say all of this time and I've never let moments of my doubt in the tears that I've tasted. Would you take me this far just to leave me? That's not who you are. I know you hear my call. You're always there when I fall. You say all of this time and I've never let you down. I'll never let you down. I carried you then, I'll carry you here and now. I'll carry you here and now. So don't lose heart and don't forget it. My work in you ain't finished yet. Hold on to me now, I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down. I won't let you down. I'll never let you down. I won't let you
Caught in chaos, I'm knee deep, wrestling with all of my disbelief. In this moment, I hear you speak, break through the noise and consume me.
I change with the seasons, I lose sight of faith. When my hope is gone, I know that you'll stay the same. Your gentle whisper, a familiar sound. I know you won't let me down. This time and I've never let you down. I'll never let you down. I carried you then, I'll carry you here and now. I'll carry you here and now. So don't lose heart and don't forget it. My work in you ain't finished yet. Hold on to me now, I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down. I won't let you down. I won't let you down. I'll never let you down. I won't let you down. I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down. I'll never let you down.
What's going on in the news today?
Before the president heads to Singapore, he's going to Canada for the G7 summit.
It'll be a pretty crowded number of days.
Chinese telecommunications giant ZTE will once again be allowed to do business with American companies.
Despite multiple ethics investigations involving the EPA administrator Scott Pruitt, senior White House officials say the president may not fire him and is standing behind him.
Housing Secretary Ben Carson wants to raise rents for millions of low-income tenants.
There's a new bipartisan move regarding marijuana.
15.5 million Americans worked in contract jobs last year.
The Department of Justice says early next week it will brief top lawmakers on both sides on the Russia investigation to follow up on questions raised during the first briefing.
A possible breakthrough discovery on Mars.
A security checkpoint was shut down at Houston's Hobby Airport. A suspicious device turned out to be a toy grenade in a Boy Scout's bag.
Morning, everyone. Dex and Steve-O, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. And we're in Dallas, Arlington, Texas for Harvest America.
Heidi, are we in Dallas or are we in Arlington? You're from here. I mean, okay.
I mean Dallas. We're here in Dallas, guys.
Whatever.
Dallas, Texas. Pre-show for Harvest America.
We're pre-gaming it, guys.
On Sunday, starting at 3 o'clock. You guys can tune in on Star 88, and you guys can hear us interviewing, Switchfoot. We got Chad scheduled to come on.
Our boy Phil, of course, going to be hanging out with us. Crowder, Chris Tomlin. It's
gonna be fun.
Levi's going to be with us. Levi Lusko, of course.
Yeah.
Our hometown boy.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
And then Harvest America, of course, will be broadcast all over the country and, of course, on Star 88. So, man, we're excited. We're hanging out now with Brady.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
How are you, man?
Welcome.
Doing good, doing good.
Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Just trying to pump everybody up and get everybody to tune in and watch this thing. You know, invite their family, their friends to tune in and watch. You know.
Yeah, for sure. We're excited about it too. It's gonna be a great weekend,
dude. It's huge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I immediately it's like, who are you? What do you do? What are your likes, your dislikes?
Oh, who am I? What do I do?
We've known Mark forever, so you know it's like old school. But I mean,
yeah,
you know.
man, I've been on doing crusade work and on crusade staff for almost 10 years now.
Dope. Nice. All right.
I started out kind of leading out with our youth and student ministry mobilization before going out meeting with. But recently, just started doing more general mobilization along with the national campaign that we do. And then I help out with some of our marketing, communications, and social media.
Dude,
that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. What got you going 10 years ago? Like,
my pop.
Yeah.
Which I think you'll have him on.
Yes, dude, he's amazing.
Was he like, you need a job, bro? Come on, get off the couch. Stop playing video games, dude.
It kind of did happen right when I was like, hey, I'm getting married, and he was like, yeah, you probably need a job. You probably need a real job.
Dude,
but,
your dad is, John's going to be on the show in the next hour, and we've talked to him a few times. That dude is amazing. He's the executive director, right?
Yeah.
Yep. He's the boss.
Yep.
I mean,
he's the boss.
Yep.
He's the boss.
So, what video game do you miss playing the most?
Battlefield.
Yes, dude.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. But here's the thing though, you talk to social media and all these things. I love that like technology now is so different than it was even a decade ago.
Or even a couple years ago.
I mean, yeah, even a couple years ago. So talk a little bit about that aspect of what you guys do.
Man, we are able to communicate with so many people that we just have never been able to reach before through Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And then even this Sunday, we're gonna, with the Facebook Live and stuff like that. You know, our goal is to get millions of people watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's like we can put it on our page and everyone can share it with their friends and they can just go from there.
Yeah. Are you gonna have a Twitch stream live? Are you gonna do that? No Twitch stream. Okay. Connecting on Xbox Live or the PSN network
we're not there yet.
Yeah. That's next level.
Yeah.
That's next year. We're planning for next year.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
So
2020 at the latest.
Steve-O and I, we got to go out to a baseball game last night.
Yes.
And the teams,
oh my gosh, the Texas Rangers
and
the Houston Astros.
Yeah, whatever.
The world champion Houston Astros.
It's funny because about halfway through the game, I realized, oh wait, these
guys who won the World Series last
year.
year.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Are these the same guys?
Oh,
yes, these
right
the same
on.
guys.
Yeah, that's
same
cool.
players.
I'm obviously not a baseball fan, but I am a fan of food. And
I'm like, where's he going?
I gotta
with this?
tell you, we haven't had a chance to share.
We haven't shared this yet.
We've talked to the Starmy about the Dilly Dog.
Yes.
Because it showed up in our news a few months ago, and then we
It was a big
realized,
deal.
oh my gosh, we're going to be out in Dallas. We got to try the Dilly Dog.
Have you heard of the Dilly Dog?
I have not heard of the Dilly Dog.
He's about to blow your mind.
All right.
So it's a corn dog, but there's a pickle inside of it.
You did a terrible job selling that.
How
That
else
is the
can you
worst.
say it? It's a corn dog
It's
with a pickle in
giant
it.
dill pickle, cored out with the hot dog inside.
That's exactly
and
what I
then
just
they
said.
dip it in batter and they deep fry that bad boy.
It's
There
a
you
corn
go.
dog, and then it's
Don't let him be a
magically
part of your
pickle-
marketing
like
team.
The
He
pickle
is
is
terrible
magically
at this.
somehow. I don't know if they used witchcraft or what, man, but it was like, how do they do it, man? It's crazy.
Why are you asking Brady this question?
Yeah, I think he likes
I
food
just
like
heard
me.
that.
I'm just
I
guessing.
just heard
He's a gamer. I'm sure he loves food just
He
like
loves
in
corn dogs.
Yep.
Corn-
He got a
yeah.
job.
Hot
'cause of his
Pockets
dad.
and corn
Corn
dogs.
So-
Yep.
He
Way to
loves
go.
deep fried
The way to go.
food.
Yeah.
But now I understand why it's called the Dilly Dog.
Yeah, dude, it was incredible.
Right?
It was incredible.
Pickle hot dog.
Yeah.
Where were you going with
No,
this?
I just wanted to ask, if you'd heard of the Dilly Dog. We hadn't had a chance to talk about it yet.
You wanted to get it off your chest.
I was going around the stadium last night. I told well, I was gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on a tour of this bad boy. So I start walking around the stadium trying to find all these if there's other cool Dilly Dogs out there or something. And I came back with some sweet potato tots.
Yeah.
And man, it's the deep fried. industry is.
You are sweating meat right now.
Yeah,
Like
I
are
feel
you
that.
hungry
Yeah,
again?
I'm
Like,
pretty
what is
hungry.
happening?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. If we could get a dilly dog over here pronto, I'd be.
Did you eat breakfast?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh man.
But yeah, so Dallas, what should we do today? Should we go to Six Flags? What should we do?
Oh man.
Man, there's so much stuff to do in
He's
Dallas.
like SoCal guy. Why are you asking him about
Man,
But,
maybe he's got
Dallas?
some inside information.
If you go
man.
to Six Flags, you might die of heat exhaustion.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true,
yeah. It is pretty warm
It's
here.
pretty warm.
It is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dude.
You can go to the water park.
You know what? Your back can handle that,
Yeah,
right?
The water park. I
The
mean,
water
I don't
park.
know. I
Steve-O
could-
can't go to
the
Six
lazy
Flags because of his
river.
back.
Yeah, I have a bad
But
back. I'm old. I'm old.
Yeah.
So that's what happens when you
He
get
was in
old.
a car accident.
So.
Yeah. You want to share that story again?
Dude, this
It's a
is
great
crazy.
story. It's a great
So,
story.
oh man, yes. Oh,
Har-
incredible.
Harvest America. It's going down this Sunday, and of course we're just hanging out, getting everybody pumped up. You guys got to tune in. It kicks off at 3:00 on Star 88, and we'll be doing the pre-show for a couple hours, interviewing bands, Switchfoot and Crowder, and then around 5:00, that's when Harvest America kicks off, and
Yeah.
they'll be able to hear all the performances.
You keep throwing me off because you keep saying 5:00, and I'm like, but it's 6:00. Oh, right, we're
Yeah,
in Texas.
we're in Texas, yeah, bro.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah.
So I mean, a SoCal guy, Texas. What have you been up to?
Oh man, what have I been up to? We've been, you know, every trip we come out here, we've just been busy hammering the ground,
Yeah.
meeting with pastors and churches and leaders, trying to push the ball forward. But you know, it is Texas,
Yes.
and there's they love their guns out here.
Yes, they do.
Oh my
This is-
gosh! Yes,
So,
they do. Can I
you know.
talk about the text message this morning?
Oh man, because it's Texas.
It's Texas. So I wanted some gum.
Because we're
and-
talking to new people.
Yeah.
We're meeting
Yeah.
you, and he's like, I need fresh breath.
Yeah, so I was texting my secretary
Okay.
saying,
Her
"Hey,
name's Heidi.
can you get me some gum?" I said, "Gun," and apparently she drove to a shooting range
Yes.
and she
we now
took
are
some
the proud
pictures.
owners of the
Yes.
Smith & Wesson.
Yep. Well,
40
I'm
caliber.
not.
That
No,
is
I'm just kidding.
dedication.
She is. Yeah. She's
No
a great
questions.
secretary.
So she's the
No
best
questions.
assistant you
So
could
good.
ask
Straight
for.
went and did it.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
just
go to the
did
shooting
it.
range today.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
Awesome. Well, there's no
Oh,
shortage
man.
of those.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I'm just thinking, we're in Texas. Everybody says everything's bigger in Texas.
Uh-huh.
All right, so what does that mean, and what can we experience? A giant steak,
Yeah.
barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
But just you need to experience barbecue.
Barbecue?
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude, okay, social media aspect. I mean, we're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're broadcasting all over the world right now,
Right
and we're
on.
gearing up for Harvest America. What can we tell the audience, like, the best way to connect with Harvest America?
Man, just if you go to our Facebook, Harvest America, obviously search it, and then just share with all your friends, everything, and then especially Sunday, get the live stream, get the Facebook Live, and share it on your page so your friends can watch it and stuff like that. So our goal is to you can just blast everywhere with it.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, how much has that changed? We were talking technology over the years and like the analytics, not to get too nerdy, but the analytics of being able to see just how many people are chiming in from all over the world.
Yeah, it's cool because you get to see the reach that the gospel, how far out you're getting the gospel, and how many people are actually hearing the message. And so, a lot of people shy away from numbers and stuff like that, but in the end, it kind of is a number game. Our goal is to get it to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
So when we can count that number, love it.
Dude, amen.
That's
all
pretty
right.
cool.
Next year, we're going to have a Twitch stream. Brady's going to be playing Battlefield.
What's your
live.
gamer tag, bro?
It's going to be
you
amazing.
Xbox or PS3? 4.
PS.
What are we on now?
I
5?
didn't even have a 4. I have a 3. So
You still
it
have a
sits under my
3.
TV, but it's not even
Wow.
plugged in.
Your dad really did get you a gig. Make you quit playing video games, John.
Yeah, my
man,
kids
this is
did that.
crazy. Okay. His kids did that. That's actually, you know what? I will say, a father of 3, and I had a PS4, and then it kind of moved away, and now my children have just taken that away from me.
It
so
is. I looked at one a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh.
yeah. It's what happens, man. It's what happens. But that's all right. Next year, it'll be cool. You working on like the first Harvest America video game app.
That's it.
That's going to be amazing. I'm telling you guys, Brady's going to do big things with that. It's going to be awesome.
Starmy, you guys can chime in. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live at Star88FM. And you can also text in 505-585-LIVE. Excuse me.
Dude,
Ooh,
people
Wingman,
chiming in left and right. Okay, here's the thing. Still number one. This is so odd because we are in Dallas. You were mentioning going to like the water park or going to Six Flags, but for some reason, people from around the world chime in and saying, if there's one thing we have to do, it's to visit where JFK was assassinated.
Yeah.
See, you shook your head. You knew before I was even going to say it.
Is that
And
what
I'm
everybody
like,
told you?
I thought it when you-
See, Mark, yes, we should. Really? To me, that is the weirdest thing.
Kind of morbid.
It's
Yeah,
so weird.
just a
little
little
weird.
bit. Just
Yeah.
a little odd. But
I think you've
apparently
seen
that's what
it,
we
like
do.
you've heard about it so much. You've
Yeah.
seen it, you know the story, and then to
Yeah.
actually be like, oh, that's the grassy knoll right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I guess that's what we're going to do. We're
No,
gonna
it
go-
is
Yeah,
not.
we're going to
I
go.
mean, just even if you drive by really slow.
Oh, my gosh. Brady, put the mic down right now.
Is there really? Okay. Man.
Wow.
All right, maybe we need to go visit it. I mean, so many members of the Starmy chiming in saying
Yeah.
that's what we need to do.
Yeah,
so
everybody
I'm
back
telling you.
home was like, yeah, you got to go see
You got to go do
JFK
that.
shot.
We'll do that. We'll
That's right.
Facebook Live, and then we'll make you guys share Harvest America so that more and more and more people can jump on that and check it out. Dude, thank you so much.
Wow, man,
That's
thanks for
very,
having me.
very cool. Of course.
Yeah.
We'll get your gamer tag after this. So,
Yeah, okay.
we can connect on PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe some Nintendo.
Some old school
Super
the
Mario.
classic. So yeah, dude. Okay, I'm gonna ask you right away. Just all-time favorite video game. You know, we're not really live in here. It's cool.
Oh man, it's been. I'm gonna I think Battlefield 4 or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All gone now. Are you gonna?
It's probably my
are you
favorite
gonna
because it's the last game I ever
That's
owned.
a
And I can remember that one.
I do think technology's changed everything these days with like our phones and everything.
Oh, yeah,
Because
it's
now,
crazy.
why would you sit down in front of the television when you could just have something on your phone? Okay, I should have asked you what's your favorite app that you play. You know you're playing apps.
There's a problem is there's so many.
Can you not answer because your dad's in the room?
No,
John,
no.
I'm gonna need you to leave, bro.
I did just start playing that Fortnite.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
My kids are all about that.
Yeah.
All about
Is I'm not good.
Yeah, see, and I think that's part of it because you have to be under the age of 10 in
Yeah.
order to like
Yeah.
just have that like crazy headshot thing with
Yep.
your thumbs.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of frustrating.
it is frustrating, right? Unless you're under the age of 10 again. And then you don't want to play because you realize that you just lost to an 8-year-old.
Yeah,
So
it's depressing.
amazing.
Oh, man, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I
It
know,
was,
it's
awesome.
Brady,
Yeah,
dude.
Brady, thank you. And we're excited for Sunday. Harvest America going
Yes.
down. We are live right now, Dallas, Texas. And we're just kind of doing a little pre-show, getting you guys all warmed up.
Pre-gaming it, guys.
Pre-gaming it.
Gearing up.
3 o'clock on Sunday is when we'll be broadcasting live again
Mm-hmm.
to interview bands like Switchfoot and Crowd are going to stop by.
We got our boy Phil Wickham. Of course, Pastor Levi Lesko's going to be hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited about that.
Yep. So hang out with us. You guys can text in 505-585-LIVE. And we're hanging out on Facebook and YouTube at Star88FM. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Knowing God from Harvest America with pastor and evangelist Greg Laurie.
The Jesus Revolution. You know, this was the last great spiritual awakening in America. And I think we can learn from what happened there. You know, when you look back at the late 60s and the early 70s, there's a lot of parallels between then and now. It was a nation that was divided back then, racial conflict, a drug culture. Things were very dark. But listen to this. When things are really dark, God's light can shine brightly. Listen to this description from the 1971 edition of Time magazine talking about this spiritual awakening. I think they really captured what was going on.
quote, Jesus is alive and well and living in the radical spiritual fervor of a growing number of young Americans who have proclaimed an extraordinary religious revolution in his name. The article continues, their message, the Bible is true. Miracles happen. God really did so love the world. He gave his only begotten son. There is an uncommon morning freshness about this movement, writes Time. But their love seems more sincere than a slogan, deeper than the fast-fading sentiments of the flower children. And what startles the outsider is the extraordinary sense of joy they are able to communicate, end quote. Isn't that great? And I think we're due for another Jesus revolution.
You were created to know God. You can do that through knowgod.org with Pastor Greg Laurie. Do you want to help others know God? Partner with thousands of other host sites in a free live-streamed nationwide proclamation of the gospel. Harvest America, June 10th. One day, one church, one message. Details at harvestamerica.com.
Starty 8.
He brought me into his life.